Yeah, we're live.
Hi
I think.
everyone, we're live. We are very
Yeah,
proud. Are we live?
we're
Okay.
live. We're live.
We're your hosts for tonight. Thank you and welcome to this Google Hangout. We're we're Dirk and Muriel.
Yes, we're Dirk and Muriel. Oh, Dirk and Muriel.
Yeah, and we're dmbroadcasting.com as well. And tonight we're going to tell you a few things about
About building your business online
yeah.
and the tools you need, the essential, just to start with. We're not gonna overcomplicate anything. We had December month and Christmas. The holidays are over. New Year, 2015. And we hear a lot of people talking about the resolutions.
And we're here to help you with a
Wow.
few simple steps to build how to build your business online. And we are sure that 95% of all our visitors here are interested in making their online business to a great success because they have a huge why. Their core why is because, well, I'm sure, don't you think, that they want to step out of, you want to step out of the rat race. And there's a great reason why you started an online business, but you have to build it.
Yeah, you have to
Um,
start at the bottom. Like everybody, like with every business it is, you
mhm,
have to start somewhere. And
mhm.
some of you are already in our team and some of you are on our list. So that's the reason why we invited you and that you're here. And well,
Welcome.
welcome.
Yeah. Maybe perhaps it's nice if we do a short introduction about ourselves, just to tell a few
Yeah.
things that is important if you are willing to listen to us, know
Yeah.
a few things about us.
Yeah,
And
because you get a lot of emails from us, and
mm,
some of you already know us, and some of you don't. So yeah, Mario, who are you?
well, I'm Muriel. I'm married to you,
Yes.
and I'm very happy. And we have two children, and we're in our 40s. I'm 43, and he's 42, and we're kind of in the middle of our lives. And that is exactly where our point of changing our life has started, because we always had an offline business and had jobs and running the rat race and working hard. I had a lot of stress and living our life actually, but then a lot of things happened and we started to overthink our way of living. And then we figured out that we wanted to change
Yeah, and
our making a way of making money.
yeah, but why? Because well, most of the times is you have to hit what you call rock bottom, and
We do.
get into a situation that you kind of figure out, okay, enough, no more of this, and something has to change. Now, what had happened about 1.5 year, 2 years ago, we also own an offline business, a restaurant. I thought it was very nice to buy a second restaurant, and long story short, within 7 months, I hit bankruptcy. Long doesn't no matter why we hit bankruptcy. A lot of stress. I didn't get to see my children ever because I was never home. And if I was home, I was this stressed out husband and father, so I was not really fun to live with. And I could not call in sick because basically there was no boss. And if I called them, I never answered. So I figured out I need something to do, something to provide for my family.
Yeah. So I always worked as a social worker my whole life, and I was brought up with the idea that you have to work and you have to do a lot of things to earn money, and that's what I did. And I had always had very difficult jobs. Somehow it attracted to me to work with difficult people, and I love to do it, but the payment is was always very bad. And
Yeah.
well, actually, I was looking for something new, and there we
Well,
were.
if I may interrupt you, that's actually I'm just thinking of that. It's what you just said is that how you grew up, how you what your parents taught you, what your teachers taught you,
Mhm.
how you should work and why you should work like that. I think that's a little bit basically what you're trying to say. Is
Yeah.
that we a lot, so do I, that we are brought up, you have to work, then you have to finish your studies, then you find a job, and then you work.
Yeah, and then
The
you're
more hours, the better.
and then you have your dream where you're 65. You can do the things you always wanted to do. That is what we are taught at school, and I think it's not a strange story for you, because I'm positive that they taught you the same. So if you wanted this, if you could make a choice to live your dreams now or live them in, well, when you are 65.
Yeah, so wait, listen. I think this is about the time you get your pen and paper out, because this is the first very essential tool you have to work on when you're starting your business online. Actually, when you start to any business, but we are talking about businesses online. And because also online is, for one generation, is very, yes, we know everything about it. For another generation, maybe a little bit less. So the first essential tool is you have to work on your mindset. You think, why is that all? Yes, but it's the most crucial. That's where it all starts, because if you do not believe that you can achieve, then nothing will happen.
And it's the most overlooked part of building an online business, because people concentrate on the technical stuff and they run to building websites and doing things and learning, going from course to course, webinar to webinar, but actually they do not focus on themselves, on the fundament, and it's building like a huge building. And
yeah, the skyscraper. You come to the cities, the big skyscrapers, and before they start building them, you see them digging a hole almost as deep as the skyscraper itself, for example. Because if you do not do that, the first wind that comes over, the first setback you have, you will quit. The skyscraper will fall over. So you need to build a strong foundation. So how can you do that? How can you do that?
How can you do
build
that?
your mindset?
That's a good question. That's a good question, because what we sometimes my English is bad because we're from Holland. Sorry. It is very important to surround yourself with people who believe in your dream. And what we noticed is that a lot of people in our network didn't believe in building something online.
Yeah, so that's not very handy to build a strong mindset. So what can you do to build a stronger mindset? You need, it's what they said about the 5 people you surround.
I told you what you should not do.
Yeah, you're the average. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And that's tricky because, well, but it's basically true. If your surroundings say you can't do that, and oh, that's for the rich, and that's for that shit, it's difficult to fight back. And what's it called? It's the forces of evil, and it's your parents that go, oh, come on, look for a real job, and so. But I'm getting off track here. I was asking you was, what can you do to build a strong mindset? You said yes. One, you have to try to surround you with the right people that have the same mindset, or the mindset that you want to achieve when you reach your goal. The other thing is what you can do is to read motivational books, books on personal development. How to grow, how to build your business, but especially how to build you and your mind, and of course to listen to audios. And I come back to that later on. The strength of listening to audios. Of people. Sorry. And the audios about surrounding yourself with the right people. It does not mean to be physically. I'm with the right people here. But you can also surround, because we do not all have millionaires or successful people in our group of friends, but you can listen to audios of people, successful people talking about how they do that and how they think, and
sharing their strategies on how they became as successful as we want to be. You want to be. That is kind of online. Surround yourself with the right people, and fill your mind with successful stories, and not listen to people who do not believe in your dream.
So it's very, very, very important that you listen daily really daily
Mhm.
and read daily
Mhm.
the right stuff and listen to the right stuff
Mhm.
that will bring you to the next level, that you're
Yeah.
confident in what you're doing and that you actually believe that you're already there, that you want to, that at the point that you want to achieve.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because your mind, it's actually very interesting. Your mind does not see the difference between what you think and what is reality. So you can trick your mind here. And
Yeah.
that's why the mindset is so strong. It's so essential to
Yeah.
build that base. So build that base, and that is the first essential tool before you even start. And you probably have your reason to start, and that is your why. And that why needs to transform into a really, really strong desire. And then you have to believe. So that mindset will make your belief very strong.
And if you are not sure what your why is, we want to ask you right now to think about it next week, the next couple of days. Think about why is it that I want to do this? Why is it that I want to build this online business? Why?
Yeah, why is it? You want to spend more time with your children,
Mhm.
or did you really, really enjoy last Monday going back to your job
Mhm.
after the holidays? If that's true, you can still
If
do the
it's
job.
just a thing you want to experiment on, you must be realistic, and it costs a lot of more making this work. If your why must be very, very strong.
Yeah.
So let's go to the next step.
Yeah, the
because
second,
we-
still got your pen and paper out, because your second essential tool you need online is a home. You need a home. If you have your birthday, I'm bombing the table. I'll go a little bit to the back because she always accused me that I bump to the table.
such
I've got very,
tall
very
leg.
long legs. If I stand up, you cannot see me. But the second essential tool is need a home. You need a home. If you celebrate
What kind of home?
Let's be an example. Let's say it's your birthday. You invite all your friends. Hey, come to my birthday. You tell them where they need to go. You send them an address. If you have a restaurant, we have a restaurant. If I promote it, I say, here's our restaurant. This is the address where you need to go.
Mhm.
Now you're promoting your stuff, your product. I have to focus on the lens. Sorry, if I look down, I mean to look there. But you have to find a place where people can go to.
Yeah.
And that is what you call your website.
Mhm. Many people are familiar with a website.
Of course.
They once visited a website of somebody else. I'm positive, because there are many websites. But some people do have a website already. And the thing is, most people overlook that a website needs to be dynamic, because a website
Yeah.
doesn't get eyeballs by itself. Also, when you're the builder of your website, perhaps tells you, well, it's all taken care of. You pay me and I get your eyeballs. Of course, that will work
that
for a
sounds
while.
good. I
That
get
will
your
work for a
eyeballs.
while. But you can do a lot of things yourself, really yourself, for well.
Shall I maybe
Yeah.
explain a bit? What I think what you're trying to tell here is if you have your own website, I have friends that have their own business, and so I've got my website. It's basically this is shop, and all the information you need to know about my company is on my website. Boom, it's there.
Yeah.
And yes, if I go to that website, I can read everything I want to know about this company. But let's say there are a lot of other companies who promote the same product. I had a discussion with the guys of our insurance company. They say, yeah, we're losing business. How can we do that? So we coach them and we talk to them what they could do. And if I look to their website, it's boring because insurance, no offense. But then, I typed in a few keywords that if I would need insurance, what would I look for? I could not find them. And why? Because nothing is happening over there. And if they would combine it with a dynamic website, a blog, they could write stories about things that happened, a burning building, and how they came back to the solution, and how they to the point how they solved the problem, and the building was rebuilt, and everything was happy. Everybody was happy. And if I come to that website, their blog, and I read that story, I get a feeling with this company and think, hey, cool, that is where some place where I want to get my insurance from.
Yeah, and also when the people of that company are telling story about the things that's happening in their business, you have the feeling that you're already connected with the company because you see the faces of people who work there.
Yeah.
Because you see the faces of the people who started this business.
Like us.
Like us.
We're not in the insurance.
And that is kind of the solution for making the difference between your business and the business of somebody else.
Yeah, but it's also very essential to have a blog. Blog is, without a blog, you're basically homeless on the internet. And that's why it is. Because what you do with the blog is you put content on it daily. Other people can actually put content on it. If you have a guest blogger, maybe the insurance guy, the victim of the building that's burned down, can write a little piece of the great stuff, the great things they did for him.
Yeah.
So that can, but there's happening a lot. And if you share that, that's what we call social syndication. And if you got a kind of funnel, well, we're gonna talk about that the next hangout. Maybe we can do that next week. It's very interesting, actually, how you do that, building your marketing pipeline on the internet. But because you put content on your blog every day, these search engines, Bing, Yahoo, Google, think, hey, a lot of stuff is happening over there. That might be an interesting website. And boom.
You will be ranked very
Yes.
high in the search engines.
Yes.
And that gives you the eyeballs. That is a part of getting your eyeballs on your website.
Let's give you the authority you want.
Yeah.
Maybe people are searching. Maybe they come not on your static website, but they will come on your blog. They will read, and there you put the link back to your static website. Hey, you want to read more about what we do? Go to our website and blah 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 blah. And
Isn't that a cool thing?
That's a
That
very
is
cool
what
thing.
we call leveraging the internet.
Yeah.
There are systems built for how to do this. This is not done by working many hours and you know how we're used to work. This is the internet is there for you,
Yeah. So
to serve you.
yeah.
Know
so
how it works. But that is the thing. That's why we're giving this Google Hangout. We teach you how it works. How can you use it?
Yeah.
So we talked about a mindset, and we talked about a dynamic website. It's called your blog, and what your blog is doing. That is like giving dynamic content where people will.
Is it
will come
interesting to show how we use it for the restaurant, or should we save that for next time?
Do you have it here just to share? No, I don't think so.
Well, it's easy to share.
Okay, let's share.
What I want to show you is our blog, and I gotta look for it. We gotta share a screen.
Yeah.
And then we go to the blog, and I'll keep on talking.
Yep.
And
Or
we go
I keep on talking.
You keep on talking. And I show you the blog we use and how we connected that to the
website of the restaurant.
to the
Yeah.
website of
Yeah.
the restaurant. So you go to DM Broadcasting, or I'm going to do that now, and then we end up to this is our blog. This is us. Hi. And this is basically the blog we use. You see, we blog about many things. I have to find the blog about a restaurant, and I almost know where it is because I think it's in the third page. And
if you're looking for the blog, I can tell you a little bit about this blog, perhaps. Oh, there it is. You know, you can. This is the blog that we are very happy with because it's customized for us. But you can also decide yourself how to what to put on it, what color, what background, what kind of banners and things. And
Yeah, it's based on WordPress.
Yeah.
There are also different themes.
but it's
So,
very easy to
yeah.
use.
It's
So,
already done for you,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Even Muriel, let's be honest, I think 1.5 year, maybe 2 years ago, Muriel was afraid to do copy paste. And I was not so technical as well. And within the time that we started using this, we figured out a lot of things and we are able to use this. So as we can do it, probably everybody can do it. But
this is the blog that
Yeah.
Dirk was telling you about. This is the blog we wrote about our restaurant.
Yeah. By the way, I know many of you are English native speakers, but this is a Dutch story. This is the front of our restaurant, Het Heden. It's called, if you translate that, it's the present, here and now. And that's what I like. And we serve high tea. We are very busy. We have about 260 seats in total. And we do a lot of high tea, I can tell you. And why? Because we use this blog. We are #1 in Google if you search for us in the high tea The Hague. But what I do is I tell about the high tea and what we do and a little bit about the restaurant. And I said, hey, my favorite place for The Hague, for high tea in The Hague is Het Heden. And boom.
There you go. Watch this.
Click. We come on the website of Het Heden.
The restaurant.
And here you can read more. If you could read Dutch, you can read more about the high tea and stuff like that, where it comes from. And that's basically it. There's a whole sales funnel behind it as well. And
what is a sales funnel?
Well, I said a little bit before, I talked about the pipeline, your marketing pipeline online. And I'm just going to give you a little peek. It says newsletter, because what I want is for people to come on my website and leave their details, their email address, so I can contact them later on with a nice deal or come have high tea, 2 for the price of 1, whatever. And so they can click on the newsletter, and it says more than 2,500 people went before you. Actually, it's 23, but it's luckily 2,500 by now. And they can click on this link.
And there you go. Where's this one? You know what this is? This is called
a squeeze page, a landing page, a capture page. There are different names for this, but I'm gonna stop here. This is a video of me in the garden with still the Christmas. Yeah, this is Christmas stuff. And basically, if they subscribe to my newsletter, they get a bottle of wine when they come again for dinner. But this is your sales funnel, your pipeline. We're gonna talk about this next week on Wednesday. We're gonna talk about the tools you need to build your pipeline.
So. But what is important to know that if you don't have your own website yet,
I go back to us.
Like we have for a restaurant, it's important to know that your dynamic website, also called your blog, let's call it a blog from now on, your viral blog, it has a place to get the emails of your visitors, like Dirk showed you. We do as well on the website on Het Heden. This blog site also has a way of collecting the emails of your visitors, so that you can stay in contact. You can do a follow-up.
You mean the banners on the side? Right?
Yeah, the banners on the side.
But if you click on the banners, you will come to a squeeze page, a landing page, a capture page, whatever you like to call it, because
that goes to your offer. Like for example, maybe you're a trainer. You have a business and you want to sell your own trainings or whatever. It can be anything.
Yeah, but you have to build your list. But that's also, we're gonna get too technical.
Yeah.
Maybe you notice we're really enthusiastic about this blogging system. But I think this is what we wanted to tell you.
Yeah.
And a lot of visitors of you that we invited, some of you already started, some of you are in iPass and but not really getting started yet, and a lot of other people that here. I'm very happy that you're here. Welcome, yes, again. And I did it again, balance the table. Sorry. But listen, basically what you do, IPES members, what I want you to do now, what we want you to do now is go back to your back office and go to the bronze level minimum. Why? You're in for the blogging system, the Kalatu blog. It's awesome. It's the WordPress blog we just showed you. It's easy to work with and get your story out there and start blogging daily. What you also get is the inner circle, and the inner circle is filled with audios, motivational audios of successful people in the business that are talking to you, telling you how they did it or what their story is, and
you can implement that immediately.
Yeah, but it's for your mindset.
It's for your mindset.
Essential for your mindset. Please believe us in this. It worked for us. We were definitely small-minded 1.5 years ago.
People laughed at us when we started our online business, and we thought, we don't care what you say. You will see we will succeed.
Yeah. So
they are quiet now.
Yeah, but that's
where
why
mindset was so strong.
We believe, so make sure you believe.
Yeah.
If you're not an IPES, below this video, you will see a link, continue, or what it says, I don't know. But you click that link and you come to the join page of the blogging system.
Yeah.
And you get your blog, your Kalatu blog, and get it in order.
Fill in the form.
Fill in the form. Get out your credit card, fill in the form, and get started today. Everything will be explained. Within there, within the blogging system, within the company, you can upgrade to the
inner circle.
To the inner circle.
Yeah. And you know why it's easy to start, and why it's important not to wait with this, because you are making it too complicated. Perhaps you think, I don't have a business yet, or I'm not sure where to blog about. This is all taken care of in this blog. There's a 21-day blogging challenge. This blog is thinking for you. With a few sentences filled in, your blog is totally taken care of. You will see this after you have started.
Okay.
Don't ask too many questions before. Just start. You can always quit if you like, whenever you like, but you don't want to.
Yeah.
Because why should you if it works?
You know what to do.
Yeah.
You do it. And if you have any more questions, don't hesitate to send us an email.
Yep.
And we love to.
You know, we will be here every Wednesday for you, and you know where to find us.
Okay. Bye for now.
Soon.
Thanks for watching.
DM Broadcasting.
This was DM Broadcasting. Jurgen Muriel, and we love you. Thanks, and talk to you soon.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah? Bye.